as I was explaining, oh look, it's the pro pre-stream. So as I was trying to explain to you, the reason we have to do freshwater is we have to do all water types in sequence.
All right.
And freshwater is the next in the sequence.
I didn't know that.
So we've done lava, fetid, and the last one we did was salt. So fresh water is next in the sequence. And if you actually read the things that I type in the chat and in the emails, which I know you don't, which I like that meme that you shared, as per my last email, with the like 20th Century Fox logo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was really good. It was it really it brought me some joy and tears, you know, as I sobbed in the shower, knowing that no one reads anything I write. Which which also brings me. Oh, hello everyone. You've joined us in the pro pre-show. This is where we work out the kinks. Which sadly, you missed a lot of flailing earlier, which Chris didn't turn on as we were trying to figure out why the camera settings wouldn't apply in Skype. There's this zoom feature in the camera thing, and then they wouldn't. Yes, that was exactly what it was. This is what Chris and I were doing about 10 minutes ago, as I would click a button on my computer and like, see, my camera zoomed in, and oh yeah, per my last email. Yes, that is my entire life. So it amuses me greatly when we made the announcement recently about you taking over, and people are like, you know, oh my God, you know, Star, you know, what is Star going to do? Star's not going to be involved. And I'm like, it's not like you guys read anything I write anyway. So.
This is me, by the way. 3,500 unread emails. Run! What did we do before? Well, let's see. I'm going to start a war. What did we do before? GIFs. Huh? Is that trolling?
Oh, look, you made me really large now. I like that. I like it.
Whoops.
You made me a giant head. By the way, I think you're in some sort of alpine forest area, which I do not believe is where we're going to be fishing. But that's good.
Celestis or something like that? I was here giving Gary on some.
Oh, I like this. I'm being trolled. Sean Butts asked, when did Star Long start working here? And then Oop of the Veil asks, if I didn't read it, how could I nitpick it? That's a good point, because it's kind of the extreme. So they either don't read it or they read it and nitpick it. So, you know, there is no winning. You know.
I read the parts I like.
Right. Oh, thank you, Nubby Earwiggles, for the bits, and thank you, John Marcus, for the bits. Welcome everyone to the pre-show. This is not the actual live stream. That will start at 4 p.m. This is the part where we do things like test levels. I assume they can hear us because they can hear me whining about not being read. So I assume they can hear us.
Yeah, and you look like you're getting just to the top of the red. Me too. If I talk like this, we're at the same level. Nailed it.
Yes.
They're lying. Ignore Snugs.
So we will be having a fishing contest today, starting at 4:15, I believe. Let me remind myself what I said. See, I can bust myself for not even reading what I wrote.
Some very Bethesda-like graphics there.
Let's see. What did I say we were doing?
We're doing double prizing, and that's one thing.
4:15. We will be starting the fishing contest. So
I forget, why did the prizing not work last week?
Because we were at the Shroud Convention.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And we it was our first broadcast with a live studio audience, and it was fabulous because we actually could hear laughter.
Oh, the laugh track. That's right.
Or lack thereof. So this is when this makes me want to have like the little sound effects that we could play. So
they make those little keyboard things where you can like program the keys to do different stuff,
yeah.
kind of like radio DJ stuff.
Let's see. Vic Cannon wants a recap of the Shroud Convention. Well, it was 2 days of talking, so that would take a long time. But what we can do is, I was planning during today's live stream, I was going to recap the keynote that we gave at the beginning, which kind of sums up everything we did for the last 12 months, and then a preview of what we're going to do for the next. So I'll plan on sprinkling that in while we're doing today's live stream. But I don't want to start that till 4 when the official live stream starts. So, spoilers, I plan to talk about the things that we talked about in the keynote. But Shroud Convention went great. And I was there. So, contrary to the rumors of my departure from the project, I was actually at the Shroud Convention. And those of you who watch the weekly live streams know that I'm actually in the weekly live streams, or see my forum posts. Know that. So, thank you, Techie Vetre for the bits, and thank you, Maynard, for the bits. Oh, by the way, there's a patch. So if you would like to, there was a patch today. So if you would like to be in the fishing contest, you should probably patch up.
1,053. Lucky 1,053. And also, I think some people noticed that we haven't had a ton of stuff in our patches here recently. That's largely because we've had a bunch of big changes that touch pretty much every piece of data in the game, which makes it a huge pain in the butt to integrate. So we have fewer and fewer things we can actually move into patches, but trying to work through them.
iWacko, funniest thing you did at Soda Icon this year. Is that a question, iWacko, or I'm not? Was that phrased as a question? Didn't see a question mark.
I'll say the.
So, I'm not sure. That was the most asking the most fun. I don't know.
The boat ride was pretty cool. You didn't go on it. No other devs were brave enough to go with me. I think 5 or 6 devs showed up for the talks, but no one was brave enough to go on the boat. Except me. I told them to come, but just wear their swimsuits so they could swim to shore if they needed to. But no one else would do that.
Well, they could blame. Oh wait, we're live at the Fandemic Con. Hello.
Is that a Houston thing? I think that's a Houston thing.
I don't know.
Googling Fandemic Con. Yes, Houston. Hello, Houston.
Most fun thing we did. Well, I DJ'd the dance party at the convention. That was fun.
I skipped the dance party.
I get to when I DJ the dance parties are completely virtual, so I don't get to have any live feedback. I think the two most fun things that I got to do were the DJing the dance party and having the live stream, despite the technical difficulties and doing it live, and despite the fact that we were live streaming on hotel Wi-Fi. I think that was a lot of fun because having a live studio audience was a lot of fun. You know, it felt like doing a live TV show. So that was great.
Having to type to people at work. Try and get a QA build out as well.
Oh yeah, no pressure on getting that QA build out, but you know, I did kind of pre-announce it in the weekly update, so you kind of have to get that done since I already told them that it was going to be out there. I even already published the R7, the first rough draft of the R71 instructions, so kind of have to get that done. So no pressure or anything. No pressure. I'm just going to keep saying that while you try to type and solve technical problems.
It's all good.
Just going to say no pressure.
It's really helpful.
Yeah. Is it help? Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Butts asked, can we get a full pack of the new glowing mugs? That is a great suggestion. I'm going to post that right now.
Hey, Taiki, that's a Vitre. Pressure, David Bowie, Queen, Pressure. That's a two-person song.
What now?
I've tried to get Star to do that song with me before, and he wouldn't do it. We should do that sometime. We should go on Twitch Sings.
Oh, yeah. We should do that. I can do the Bowie part, and you can do the Freddie Mercury part.
No, I was just saying that I already abandoned you singing. I was going to try to get Taiki. I keep trying to get her to sing with me.
Oh, sorry. I meant to mute while I was typing. Oh, wait. You've abandoned me.
Taiki's my new partner.
Well, anyone sings better than me, so that's true. My thing, and this would be lost on a stream, is my thing is my entire performance. So, not the actual singing, since I'm a terrible singer. But I may more than make up for it in the overall performance.
Well, Star, there's one good thing about singing with you is it really makes me look good. I know if I sing with Taiki, I'm going to look horrible. People will actually recognize that I'm not a good singer. Especially not right now. I'm going to say I can't sing right now because of my sinuses.
Strider Green, the fishing contest is in Celestis. Oh yeah, my other signature move when I do like karaoke is that whenever there's an instrumental break, I tell stories to fill the gaps. Because one of my pet peeves when I watch karaoke is people who just sort of stand there and don't do anything. Oh, people are saying they can't hear you. So
yes, that's true. I turned off my microphone because I was coughing into the mic and I was trying not to deafen them. There we go.
Yes, Mia Sway, this is a freshwater fishing contest because freshwater was next in our rotation. So we had done lava, fetid, and salt. So freshwater was next up. And freshwater, this will be the first freshwater contest that we're having since the extra decimal place in the trophies. So very exciting.
Oh, that is important.
All right, we have 7 minutes till the actual live stream starts. Very exciting. And that means 23 minutes.
Oh, so I've got a story where I can tell inappropriate stuff.
22
That's
minutes.
good. That reminded me. The other thing that Star does that at least did at the dance party apparently a year ago at SindCon, not SodaCon, was also stuff his pants to enhance his manly appearance somehow. I'm getting this from other people who were there who are already drunk telling me these things.
I'm not sure. See, you're breaking a fundamental rule of SindCon, which is what happens at SindCon stays at SindCon. And so so I'm going to make sure that you're never invited to that again because you're breaking a fundamental rule of that conference.
So that's one of the things that reminded me of the guy who was there who apparently was your partner came up and was kind of trying to grind on me, and I had to shoo him away. But then that reminded me, I do a meme off with a friend where everybody just posts the best memes of the week. This was the best one I had this week. I led with this one. I think it gets no better than this. Let me enlarge your picture for a second, and then I'll put it on there so people can enjoy this. It's totally inappropriate, of course, but here we go. There you go. Right there. That's what reminded me, the SindCon story. See?
Right. There is a Venn diagram for strippers and giants. Yeah, that's really good.
You haven't seen that?
No, I have not.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I thought it was amazing.
It's really.
I'm not sure why I thought that was so funny.
It is It's really good.
It's like, because it's different, you know, the bread they're making is different, and grinding men's bone is different, but... Anyways, I thought it was hilarious.
Hilarious, and you're correct, totally inappropriate. So, but luckily this is happening in the pre-stream, so...
It's kind of a PG-13 thing.
Right, yeah. So, only everyone will see this when it goes to YouTube. So, that's great. Fantastic. Well done, sir.
I see at least 2 Syndicate people out there. You guys should have received your prizes from SyndCon, the raffle thing. If you check your mailboxes, they should be waiting there for you. The thing that is still missing, besides an invisible nubby, I'm guessing, is the lantern. I've got a custom lantern that I'm giving out to people, and that's one I'm still fighting with, trying to make it look better. But I'll get that one out to you. I could also give it to you now and then just clean it up later, and it'll start looking better when I do.
It looks like someone's confirming they got a prize.
Woo!
Stymie LTS says they got their prize. All right, 4 minutes till the actual live stream. This is our pre-stream, the pre-show. This is where we get everybody warmed up, get them all excited, ready for the contest, the fishing contest, which will start at 4:15. We'll have our regular news and updates at the very beginning. We'll also talk a little bit about the con last week.
I do have notes from that thing. I can share them here. They're very detailed.
Well, remember, we also have to run the fishing contest, so this will be an interesting challenge of how we can run the fishing contest, because it's just going to be you this time. Usually we have help. Oh, that's lovely.
No, that's why I muted my mic last time. For those who don't know, as my wife predicted, I did go to ACL Fest on Sunday because the weather was amazing. And the temperature was amazing, and it didn't rain. But it was crazy dusty. And I came home with something. So either one of the SodaCon people gave me something, or one of the 65,000 people at ACL Fest gave me something. Or I just got a bunch of dirt in my lungs. I always like to think it's dirt and allergies, and I live in denial for a long time, and then I finally just say, okay, it's a flu or something. But we'll see. I've got my doc here that I can go over. My official doc.
Yeah, I've also got the SodaCon keynote, which is more high level. So if we have time, we'll go into more details.
Oh, yeah. And I do also have my mega post that I'm going to put live here shortly. I'm having my, the wife is doing the final proofreading on it now, because I'm not allowed to publish anything without the wife approval. As I mentioned, as I described on chat, that I pretty much just like vomit pages and pages of stuff onto the page and let Star and Sanyo and my wife and Joaquin Wizard Smoke clean it up for me.
Hey, I showed a lot of restraint. I did not edit
I could tell.
your grammar. I let you use contractions.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I usually eliminate contractions, but I wanted it to be in your voice, so let you use all your contractions. All your colloquialisms.
There it is again. Look at that. Yeah.
All right, 1 minute till we start the live stream. Oh, and we should kick off the live stream with prizes.
Oh, that's right. Let me go ahead and... well, do we want to kick it off, or are we going to do 15, 30, 45, and at the end? That way it gives people a little time to...
Yeah, that's true.
Subscribe.
So we're gonna do double. We're gonna do 4 prize drawings.
But now that I've said that, let me go ahead and click the button, because like 2 out of 3 times it doesn't work anyways, and we have to yell, "Done, done." Here we go.
Oh, players are very excited to hear me say, "You are out." You were out.
Is that your new catchphrase?
Apparently, they seem to like it when I say that, even though it's mean.
thinking on it. It's thinking on it. It's working. Hey, it worked once.
All right, fantastic.
I will not call out these names.
Do not.
And
all right, it's 4 o'clock. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Welcome, avatars, to our weekly live stream. I am Darkstar, known as Starlong in the real worlds. We have these live streams every week. We have topics we like to talk about. We have contests. We have prize drawings. And there are multiple ways to get prizes. How many ways are there, Chris?
There are 2.
That is correct. Wait, and who are you?
I am Chris Atos Spears, and I'm dealing with a little bit of a sinus cold flu thingy here, so if I sound weirder than normal, as my one of my coworkers used to say, you sound like a sick Kermit the Frog. Thanks. That will stick with me forever. That was workplace bullying. But anyways, if I sound a little more off than normal, it's because I'm sick.
Well, we admire your dedication. So there are 2 ways to win prizes. You can buy something from our web store, say crowns, to buy, and then you can use those crowns to buy things in our crown shop in the game. Or there is no purchase required because that is the law. You can go inside the game and you can type our not so secret phrase, which this month the phrase is "Nightmares do come true," because it is Halloween, October. You can type that in the game chat, and then you will be eligible for the prize drawings. And for those of you new to us, you can start typing that phrase as early as noon on Friday, and then you will automatically get entered into the drawing for that day. Same with this purchases. You can start making purchases as early as noon on Friday to be eligible for the drawing. And we will be doing, normally we do 2 drawings. We do one at 4:15 and one at 4:45 during the live stream. But last week, due to some technical issues, because we did our first live stream with a live studio audience at the Shroud Annual Convention, we did not have prize drawings. So this week, we will be doing 4 drawings because we missed last week. That's right, 4 drawings today. So there will be 4 chances to win. So be sure to type your phrase or buy something from the web store. Or there's another, and so there's all sorts, speaking of from the web, the crown shop, which you can use the crowns that you buy in the web store. There's all sorts of cool stuff in the crown shop this week. And yes, we have crossed that terrible, terrible divide. We now are those kinds of people who have winter holiday decorations before Halloween has even happened. Yes, I hang my head in shame. We are those people. Snow-covered spruce trees, which actually those aren't even really holidays, so maybe I don't have to hang my head in shame, right? Those are just people who, for instance, who live in an alpine player-owned town or a town that is alpine in an alpine biome, finally have trees that they can place on their lot because we have snow-covered spruce trees. This one I can't get out of. We have holiday string lights in multiple colors and multiple sizes. Those are in the crown shop, so I can't get away from that. That is absolutely selling holiday items earlier than before Halloween even happened. So can't get away from that one. Also, we for back in when we had the water.org part of our website up, there we had this glowing mug that people loved, and so we made glowing magic symbol mugs for all the different magic schools in different colors, so you can get them all. And a player had a great suggestion earlier in the pre-stream that we should make a pack with all of them, so we're going to do that, absolutely. And as a bonus, we're going to throw in that water.org mug in that pack, so you can get a pack with all of the magic symbol mugs in it. We also have melted candle packs in, perfect for your next seance or romance times, whatever you're in the mood for. And so tons and tons of great stuff in the crown shop. And again, there's another spooky seasonal recurring items are in the shop until November 8th. There's another round of vault items that are spooky themed. Rotten armor, rotten flesh cloak. Those are two of my favorite things because basically the rotten armor makes you look like this undead warrior. So very, very cool. And then and release 70, of course, is since it came out right before Halloween would happen, we did a lot of work to make sure that it was going to have a lot of spooky stuff, in fact, including new creatures like the Nightmare, Pumpkinhead, one of our seasonal bosses came back. We had a bunch of new skills, Taming Frenzy, Solar Flare, the Rainbow Blast combo. We did some balance on the summoned creatures, Will-O-Wisps and Phoenix. The Luminous Atavist, who was the previous seasonal boss, went into hiding. And then we did some various balance and tuning. And then we've been hard at work on the next release, release 71, which is going to be on QA, hopefully tonight, if not tonight, first thing tomorrow. And I would put up a post about what's on that, what's going to be in that release. Include some polish and new content for Tartarus, including a new wave battle. The decoration palette is finally coming online. Gold and silver scrap recipes, which I know players have wanted forever. We've done some agricultural economy balance that has been needed for a while. It's been a holdover from when we had to put fruit and vegetables on merchants before you guys could grow them. So that's been a long time coming. Wyverns now, those heads can be made into the heads that you get off wyverns now have art associated with them, so you can make trophies out of them. The wyvern haunch recipe. So you can get a haunch off the wyvern and make a food recipe out of it. Winter holiday recurring items are going to return. The Sword of Midras rewards, those should be going live. The Release 71 rewards program items, which are going to be fall themed. And the November login reward, which is a turkey statue, which looks hilarious. It's pretty awesome. So all of those are going to be on Release 71. Not all of those are going to be ready in this first QA release because we did a very early release of Release 71, but those are coming soon. And we've got 8 minutes till the fishing contest starts, and we'll be checking your times on your fish. Reminder that the fishing contest here in Celestis, so join us in Celestis for the fishing contest. The largest fish will win, and it's a freshwater fishing contest. Speaking of the rewards program, so this next set of rewards will be fall themed. It's going to be a giant scarecrow statue, a scarecrow mask, and one other thing I can't remember what it was, but I'll remember in a second. But it's not too late. Release 70 is still live, so you can still get the Release 70 exclusive rewards by joining the reward program, which includes the Executioner's Mask, the baby black and orange spider pet, and the Obsidian Order altar. Very fun stuff that is still available by joining our rewards program. And we have a bunch of cool events coming up. There's all sorts of cool events that our community is constantly doing. So tomorrow is the Virtue Radio Release 70 dance party. That's going to be in Blue Rose Isle. I will be DJing that, DJ Darkstar. Then there's also the 5th annual breast cancer awareness event and the Halloween fishing contest. And you can find about those in the events section of the forum to learn more details about that. And then projects to support. We've got a player newspaper now, the Avatar Express. And then we're going to be doing a bunch of cross promotions with other like-minded projects. And not only are we going to be mentioning them in our weekly updates, you'll notice that I've started mentioning them again. I mentioned Crowfall last week. This week I mentioned Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, which you haven't been following that project. Very exciting project. It's being led by Brad McQuaid, who's the guy who started and built EverQuest. So we're very excited by that project. And previously we've just mentioned those projects in our weekly updates, but we're actually going to be a lot more aggressive about working with these other teams, doing cross promotions, similar to the things we've done before, like we did with Star Citizen and a little bit with Crowfall, where we're going to do some cross promotions where like you purchase an item in one of those projects or with us and you get something in that other project. So we're going to be working a lot more closely with those other projects because it's the tide, lifts all boats. So
and that's also one of the other things I'm hoping to do I haven't got confirmation. I had people say, "Oh, cool," with the 3 projects I've talked to them about, but I haven't anybody say, "Yes, let's set a time." As cross streaming, so I get on and I stream their game with them and talk about their game and say, "Oh, that's cool. Here's what we do," and then they get on our game and stream with us, so we get their feedback and we can talk about what things are cool and what things we want to steal, and vice versa.
Yeah, so we're very excited by that. Chris has already been reaching out to those teams, and everyone we've talked to so far has been very, very excited and supportive of the whole idea. And then, we've got a bunch of exciting stuff happening, the rest of this year and leading into 2020, including Lua integration. Let me just talk about what we talked about at SodaCon. 5 minutes until the contest starts, so get your fishing gear ready. And then when you catch a trophy fish, look for Atos and trade it with him. And we will then put you in the running. And remember, it is a freshwater fishing contest in Celestis. So we opened up the Shroud convention with a keynote. We basically divided the keynote into 3 sections. What's happened in the last 12 months, and then what we're going to be working on, hopefully the queue in this last quarter of the year, and then what we want to do in 2020. So just a brief summary of what we've done in the last 12 months is, we launched Fishing Phase 2, and just recently we gave player-owned town owners the ability to change your water type. We added prawned weapons. We added encounters to player-made dungeons. We added decoration, scaling, and flipping. We added over 20 new skills and spells. We added leaderboards, artifact combining. We added stats to backslot items and added patterns, enchanting, and masterworking. We added crafting masteries and grandmaster enchantments and grandmaster masterworks. We added new creatures like the nightmares. We added top-tier tamables and young dragons. We added 3 seasonal bosses, including Pumpkinhead, Krampus, Darkwinter, and the Envy Angel. We also did a bunch of quality of life improvements, including lot deed upgrading via crowns. We lowered taxes for all lots. We added lot deed quest rewards. So at the end of the outskirts, everyone gets a row lot, and at the end of the storyline, everyone gets a village lot. We did multiple revamps of the new user experience. We added universal chat and universal trade channels. We made it so there's no decay on death. We added the ability for people to bind anywhere and use teleport scrolls to teleport there. We removed all free play restrictions, and we added messages of the day for player-owned towns and guilds. And then we also did a bunch of scene work. So we added, when we did the new Fishing Phase 2, we added the fishing expedition to sort of highlight, just to have a place that people could go to fish. We did a complete rework of Ulfheim, which is, I think, just an incredible, incredible scene. If you haven't played Ulfheim, you should play Ulfheim. It's amazing. We did a bunch of polish work on Deep Ravenswood, and we added 2 new dungeons, Tartarus and Despair. So the last 12 months have been an amazing, amazing amount of work, and those are just the highlights. That's not a complete list by any means. And just recently, one of our players posted a complete list of all of our releases ever in the forums, and it's just a reminder of just like how much work we've done over the course of this project. So that's what we've done in the last 12 months. By the way, 2 minutes till the contest starts. All right, some of the things we hope to get done in Q4 include, we want to get the first pass of integrating this open source scripting language called Inkle, which will be the language that we're going to use to rewrite our backend for our quest system and our tasks system and our journal system. But it's also the system that we are going to expose to you, the players, to be able to make your own NPC conversations and your own interactive NPCs. So, and we're planning to try and get the first round of that in Q4, right, Chris?
Yes, we are. We are trying, the keyword being trying. That one is moderate confidence. The Lua is pretty high confidence that it will be in. I'm actually trying to get Lua in for this release. The other thing that I mentioned in my big long post I'm going to make here in a few minutes, probably right after the stream, is part of the reason for the quest. Using the same quest system for you guys to write your NPCs we use for ours, is then it becomes much easier. If you guys create a cool quest, guess what? We can move it over and like actually turn it into a real in-game quest with our own rewards and other stuff with it, and actually steal your quest. But that's all part of our plan to get players contributing more and more to the game in more different ways to the game.
Yeah, so Lua is gonna be integrated in multiple phases, and oh, started the contest. All right, so everyone, please start fishing for our first freshwater fishing contest here in Celestis, since we added the extra digit in our fishing trophies. And just a reminder, the rare fish in freshwater are king salmon and pike. The baits that you want to use for freshwater are worms and minnows and hoppers. You can find the worms and minnow baits on merchants. Hoppers are found on wild cotton plants, and earthworms are found in clay. So when we did fishing phase 2, which was our big expansion to the fishing system, we added multiple water types. You know, originally we just had freshwater, but we added, we made it so there was freshwater, saltwater, lava, fetid water, and we added a bunch of different fish, and then we added different rarities of fish. So there's common fish, there's uncommon fish, and there's rare fish. And so the rare that you can catch are the king salmon and the pike. And just a reminder of the links from last time. So runners up, we had a bunch of ties last time because remember we only had a single digit. So we had a 3-way tie for the runner-up of 2.1 king salmon, and then the third prize was 2.2 length king salmon, and the second prize was 2.3 king salmon. There was a tie for that too. So it was only first prize where there wasn't a tie, and that was a 2.4 king salmon. That was by Bartleby Foggy Bottom. So, all right. While we're waiting for the first fish to be turned in, I'll keep going. So the Lua integration is something we're going to try and get in for very soon, right, Chris?
Yes. So I actually have it checked in. Well, I have it on my computer locally. I have not submitted the first version of it. And I'm in the process of hooking up ways you can... Oh, somebody just traded with me. Oh, I got our first fish.
Oh, okay.
It is a peacock bass.
Okay.
By Swall genus.
Okay.
0.87. All right, I'm just gonna let him keep it. I don't like having him sitting back.
What was the size again?
0.87.
Okay, that won't last very long, but okay.
Nope. Be nice. Okay, next up we have girl's name.
Great name.
With brook trout, 0.9.
Okay.
And also an Oscar sunfish, 0.7. He had 2.
Okay, you can only turn in the longest fish.
All right, 0.9 then. Oh, people are trying to trade with me, and I'm running away. But yeah, the Lua stuff will be going live. I will have some version of it in there for R71. But there will be more and more stuff added. Okay, now we're talking about some real fish. Okay.
Okay.
Next up, we have Scarface.
Okay.
Small king salmon. 1.79.
1.79?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it. But some version will be going in there, and again, that's one of those things I think some people, when they hear us talking about adding it, and we're going to have very limited integrations or hooks into it, they're thinking, no, you can't do that much. I described some of the stuff that people have already, like, mentioned to me that make me scared on how we're going to keep them from doing too much with it, just in terms of things like having, like, a guild server, so everybody in the guild runs the same Lua script that tracks their DPS and tracks their location and tracks, you know, what they're doing, so guilds can completely keep up with each other at all times, and people can write their own log parsers so they can have stuff. You could even have stuff like, you know, something that dumps your guild chat to a voice or text-to-voice synthesizer. Oh, got a black trout. This is by Clio 1.08. Black trout, Clio. Whoops, I accepted it. That's fine. 1.08. All right, we got a brook trout by Hemswall 0.92. I guess I can be adding these in too for you. You linked that somewhere. There it is. Okay, now I got it on there. But anyways, it's one of those things where there are a million different possibilities for what you can do for it. It'll have, again, my goal for, I said for Q4, I'm going to have some of this hooked up this release, though, is that you will be able to load and run Lua scripts. You'll be able to have ways like you can use somebody else's Lua script that they give you. Make sure you know who they are and that you trust them. Or that you can at least read Lua script to see what they're doing. But it'll be able to read chat, like when someone sends you a message. You'll be able to... I'll just put these down here.
Yeah, Chris, if you accept the trade, you can finish your thoughts and then read those to me later.
No way.
Okay.
Bass 1.13. Pro Streamer Man. There we go. Got it. But anyways, there's just a million things you'll be able to do with it. From, again, parts in your own chat. It'll be able to read from your chat. It'll be able to write to your chat. And when I say chat, that does not mean you will be able to spam the world and write your bot in Lua that will spam the crap out of the trade channel. There will be another one of these buttons that shows up here that'll be a Lua output thing. So you'll be able to flag Lua. You guys can't see what I'm showing right now. Let me show you. Yeah, that's, you know. There will be another one of these buttons that will show up that will be a Lua button, basically a Lua console. So you'll be able to write to that. So you'll be able to turn that on for any of your windows. So, all right, I'll let you write this one down. We have a, oh, this is a good one. This is Vino Corlin.
I don't know how to spell that.
It's all right, I'll fix it. And it is a small king salmon.
Okay.
1.68.
All right. Well, we have some standings that I think are going to affect the small. So anything smaller than 0.9, don't bother turning in.
Well, I got one bigger than 0.9 here. We got Ingle, Pike, 1.98. There we go. New leader. I just added that in there.
Okay, wow. All right, so let me do some sorting here and announce some standings. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All right, anything smaller than point... Oh, wait, never mind. Hold on.
I just added one.
Yeah, okay.
And you're missing your catchphrase. You're not saying your catchphrase enough. You need to catch up there. Okay. I think this will slow down in a minute here. And Botox, I'm just canceling out the trade once I log your fish so you can keep it. Because normally we have to do this whole, like, find whose fish it is and send it back to him. I'm too lazy. I got too much crap to do. I'm trying to check your time and your date on your fish when you hand it to me and then logging it. So.
Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Runner up, Cleo with a brook trout at 1.08. So anything smaller than 1.08, don't bother turning in. So that means Hemswald, genus, and girl's name. You're out. Sorry. All right. Cleo at brook with a 1.08. Brook trout, you're a runner up. Vino Corlin, small king salmon at 1.68 is a runner up. Currently in third place, Vino Corlin with a small king salmon at 1.68. And Scarface with a small king salmon 1.79. Ingle the pike 1.98 is currently sitting at second place, and Botox is currently in the lead with a king salmon 2.02. And we're late on prizes, Chris.
Oh, I did click the button. Let me read those out there. Yeah, we're only 5 minutes from the next prize.
Yeah.
Also, I heard some people say that they had a prize that they couldn't claim. There's something weird going on with the prize from the last couple of weeks. I will look into that. And if needed, I will be delivering all these prizes myself by hand, sending them via mail.
Oh, here, I can read out. I'll read out the prizes while you collect fish.
Okay.
All right. Ornate Scythe goes to Nicholas Dark. Ornate Spider Legs goes to Malek Zendor. Giant Grim Reaper statue with magical portal dungeon entrance goes to Histerdrol, which is Lord British backwards. Dead Tree with spider webs 6-pack goes to Tayante. And the Haunted Gothic Village Inn, the big one, goes to Anpu. Congratulations, all you winners.
Nope, someone just tried to Histerdrol, Lord British backwards man. Tried to give me a small fish. You got to have something pretty big now.
Oh, all right. So Cleo, sorry to say, you're out.
There's his catchphrase.
All right. Brill with a 1.42 small pike is now a runner-up. So anything below 1.42,
what?
Don't bother.
All right,
1.42 is the smallest.
That last one. 1.42, got it.
So I can just delete that? All right.
And I'm doing something different this time. In the past, we've always taken their fish, and we have to, like, send them back, and it's all this stress. And then, like, a week later, I'll get people, you never sent me my fish back. So I'm just logging the fish and trying to check the time, and then giving it, like, handing it back to them.
So
catch and release. We'll call it catch and release fishing tournament.
I know you were talking about Lewis stuff, but there's other cool stuff we're trying to do for Q4 too, including we're going to try and get the continent, the overworld for episode 2 built, and allow player-owned towns that want to live over there, migrating over there. So
yeah, and the current, of course, I'm the eternal optimist, but the current goal is to get it out there, get it live, get it hooked up, get all the grid stuff set up on, so you guys can go and start figuring out where you want to place your town. Yeah. Not necessarily have any scenes live. Having a scene live is going to be a big stretch goal for us, though.
Yeah. So that's the things we want to do for Q4.
Oh my goodness!
What?
I'll let you log this one. Hodor.
Okay.
Hodor.
Okay.
King salmon.
Yeah.
2.23.
2.23. We have a new leader, and I'm sorry, Brill. You're out.
Oh, and I've missed a bunch of thank yous from Malik Zandor for a follow, Tactical Yeti for a follow, Vulcan Jedi for some 50 bits, Elron for some bits, Submarine Mike for 200 bits, Dart and Obscuro for bits, gifted a sub from Defected Zephyr to Lava Gix. I wonder if that's Gix. Is that Lit or Gix? I don't think that's Gix. Skeggy Media rated us, and Red Hammers cheer for some bits. Oh, the Subway promotion's over. That's too bad. Oh, I got another one here. Stop the presses. Alley Oop. You ready? Are you sitting down, Star?
Yeah,
Are you sitting down? Large King Salmon from Alley.
A large King Salmon. What?
From Alley Oop.
Yeah.
I gotta check the time on this one. Yeah, that looks. I think that's right. 2.64.
What? 2.64. That is the biggest
one.
we've had in a contest. Oh my gosh.
Ever? Oh yeah, 2.3 was the biggest one before.
Well, 2.4 was the biggest one we had in a previous contest.
Yeah, we didn't have a large king salmon caught before. That's a large king salmon. Not just
wow.
king salmon.
Okay, so I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3. Vino Corlin, you're out, and that makes the smallest fish currently eligible. It has to be at least 1.79.
All right, now things will slow down.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, lots of cool stuff coming up. So we've got Lua integration, multiple phases. Chris has talked about that on his streams. He's gonna talk more detail about that in multiple live streams. So be sure to jump in the live streams. He's gonna make a post about it too. We're gonna be doing polish on player vendors. Speaking of fishing contests and trophies, we're gonna continue to expand the trophy system to include agriculture. So we posted those giant pumpkins a long time ago. So we're gonna finally push that out in 2020. Also, we're gonna expand the trophy system to include to work with the trophy heads that you get out of things like wolves and dragons and things like that. So those are also going to include trophy information. So like when you get a dragon head, it's going to include trophy information like who caught it, when, and how big, and it's going to have the same kind of information like the fish do. And we're going to introduce a property rating system, so players can give a thumbs up to player properties that they like and think are particularly decorated. Don't worry, it's only going to be an up rating system. There's going to be no down voting. It's also not going to be multiple stars. It's literally just going to be a thumbs up. We're also going to continue to introduce new creatures, new bosses, more tamables. We did those high tier tamables in a recent release. We're going to introduce more of those. In fact, we want to make nightmares tameable, and we're also going to make unicorns tameable. I know when we first released unicorns, we said they weren't going to be tameable, but we're absolutely going to make nightmares tameable. I mean, unicorns tameable.
Maxine wants unicorns. She wants a pet unicorn.
So we're going to make those tameable.
And that's all very interesting, but I need to give away some prizes.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, go ahead.
I'll do it. So in case people are going to hand you fish. All right. Here we go. Another set of prizes. The ornate The ornate scythe goes to Maynard. The ornate spider legs back item goes to Raven Blackmore. The giant Grim Reaper statue with magical portal dungeon entrance goes to B Striker. The dead tree with spider web 6-pack goes to Belladonna Rose. And the big prize, the haunted Gothic Village Inn, goes to Balag. Congratulations, winners. All right. So we're also going to continue to add more skills. I know Chris talked about adding you were calling it a tier 6 level of skills.
Yes, my goal is, again, I think people saw, I live streamed adding a couple of skills, and it goes pretty quick as long as I have the VFX. But we're going to carve out some time to get VFX made for things, but my goal is to have one lower tier skill and then one tier 6 skill added to each of the trees. And that includes combat, all trees, weapons and magic and tactics. Also, I just had someone tell me that they're at the con and they were showing off the game at the con. And Kevin Sorbo says he's going to make a character now.
Kevin Sorbo?
Hercules.
Wait. I saw some chat go by of Kevin Sorbo, and I thought they were just like joshing. They really meant Kevin Sorbo.
I think they really meant Kevin Sorbo.
Oh my God! Wait, okay. And they were asking me to say Dark Winter then, and I thought they were just talking about Kevin. I didn't realize they meant the actual Kevin Sorbo, and I didn't say Dark Winter then. Dark Winter. Oh, if I had known it was really Kevin Sorbo, I would have been saying Dark Winter over and over and over. Dark Winter.
And also, I'm of the age that for whatever reason I grew up on. I didn't grow up. I was in my 30s. I'm sure I was watching, but Hercules and Xena Warrior Princess and all those guys. So I'm actually a huge fan. It actually is really exciting if he's actually going to make a character.
He
needs you to say it now. Lol, he clapped. Oh. Kevin, it's true. I'm actually a fan. I actually watched the ever-living crap out of Hercules and Xena. Oh, got some people who just zoned in, but it would be an honor, sir.
Yeah. Awesome shows.
Oh, and it sounds like some people talked to Felicia Day as well, so. She supported the project when it was early. I don't think she's played that much. She may have made up a character, logged in once or twice, but she supported it just because I think Richard was there, but also a huge fan. I got CC'd on emails with her, so I have her email address that I'll sell on eBay soon for $500.
Well, she's a dragon.
Kidding.
She's an ultimate dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Like like one of the originals. So other cool stuff coming up. So we are also going to. We already mentioned the cross promos. We're also one of the things that we, when we used to have a partner in Europe, one of the things that they did that players loved were the Game Master events. And sadly, those went away when we lost that partner. But we want to be able to recreate some of that magic. And we know that players run some amazing events. And if they only had more tools at their disposal, maybe they could run some events like they did. So, Chris, maybe we could give some very highly trusted players some of those tools.
Yeah, and I've actually got some of this in my crazy long post I'm going to make. It's not that long, maybe 4 or 5 pages.
Yeah.
But that's one of the things from talking to players and looking over and going down our list of all the dev commands that we have. But there's a list that we feel safe giving players we at least trust. There's a little damage they can do, but there's not too much damage they can do. List of GM things. So one of them is being able to become a ghost, turn invisible. Which is important for GM event type stuff. Another is to be able to summon players to you or teleport to players. Oh, I have a fish coming in. Other ones are being able to fly around, kind of like what you do with Slew right now. Oh, it's a king salmon.
Oh, I see you gave me another one while I was talking. I didn't even acknowledge it.
Okay, get the other one. But being able to fly around and being able to summon creatures, being able to apply buffs to players. Again, these are things we will all have. Basically, we have a log that will be nothing but showing what things get. But anyways, we're going to come up with a handful of players that have run events without these commands that would really like them. And probably a few other people that will just continue to add along the way. I've got a plan already for how I'm going to be exposing this to you guys. So that we'll be able to give you, basically, I actually think I may make it just a potion, that I can hand you a potion that will give you like 8 hours of GM-ness. That's a no-trade potion. But are you ready?
Yeah.
For the fish? Tialessa. Tialessa.
Okay.
King salmon? 2.12.
Oh, well.
Catchphrase time? Catchphrase time?
Well, I got to catch up because you gave me one while I was blabbing, so and I wasn't paying attention. So I've got to out a couple of people, and I've got to give a new low. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Botox, spelled Botocks. Not with an X, so it's totally not the injection. With the King Salmon, 2.02 is now the smallest fish. So 2.02 is the smallest fish, runner-up. That means Ingle and Scarface, you're out. So current standing, Botox, 2.02 King Salmon, runner-up. Tialessa, King Salmon at 2.12, runner-up. Hodor, King Salmon at 2.23. Third place. Girl's Name, King Salmon at 2.34 at second place. And Alley-Oop is currently in the lead with a large King Salmon at 2.64.
Go Alley-Oop. Yeah, that's way bigger than last time, so that may be the winner right there.
Yeah.
Prove us wrong.
All right, so...
Yeah, being able to run GM events, being able to summon stuff, teleport to people, move around, you know, kind of all the same stuff. You'll be able to use the GM version of Slew, which not only lets you fly around, you can change your speed while you're flying around, so you can go crazy fast if you want to be a weirdo. But it also, when you exit it, unlike the other Slews, you appear right where you are and fall to your death. Sometimes. So, hey, but anyways, with all those things, I think we'll get you a lot closer to being able to run GM events that actually feel more meaningful and cool.
Yeah. And we're going to get a new team member to help with customer service, right?
So I got a tentative reply of yes. We're going to work out the details for it. This is actually the challenge with having a customer service person is we have to have it somebody who is kind of local. But they're going to be taking over the boxes for me. Yes, we're down to under 100 that we believe we have to ship. But basically what we're seeing is the majority of the people coming in are people who we believe got a box and didn't say they did not get a box. So we clearly have a little more shipping to do, and we're going to be working on that going forward. But they're going to help with that. They're going to help with our CSQ and handling the replies to people. They may handle a little, you know, in-game complaint stuff. But anyways, mostly trying to take load off of me so that I can do more cool stuff like, you know, spend that time in expanding what Lua can do and spend that time moving over the dev commands and that type of stuff. So, very excited. What is the minimum fish in the running? I just had someone ask.
2.02 is the smallest size. So if you have a fish that is smaller than 2.02, do not bother turning it in.
And just a reminder to people, if you catch a fish, we'll let you turn it in as long as it was caught in the correct time window. But if you like hold on to your fish until the end, you want to add some drama to things, feel free to do that. You can add your drama by holding on to your fish until the end.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
Sure. I'm not sure why, but okay.
Surprise drama, man.
Okay. We're also going to work on acquiring new players, right? We're going to do some paid ads.
Going to increase our paid ad spend, hopefully significantly. Of course, that's one of those things that just based on revenue, we try to make sure the extra goes, you know, we place it different places, but the more we have, the more we can do in ads. And then the other big thing we kind of touched on before, and I go into it in more detail, but that's kind of one of those things, just talking to the a number of projects out there. I had lunch with one of the other projects kind of in the same field as us and had a similar thing, and they basically said the same thing, which is, you know, they've been out there for 5 or 6 years. They do have some, you know, they've got a good fan base, but they also have a few grumpy-ish players out there that just, you know, that they want something more. And it's kind of a the way I phrased it to people is basically we're going to do a discontented player swap, where we're going to show them our game, they're going to show them, you know, we're going to show them their game, and hopefully their players who are a little unhappy with whatever game they're in will move over to the other game. So I know that sounds small, but you have to look at it as we've done comparisons before. There's not that much overlap between games. For whatever reasons, a lot of people picked a game and they stuck with it for forever, and they haven't moved over and looked at other games that much in the same field. There's about a dozen games that are in kind of a similar field and kind of started around the same time as we did. They're kind of in the same place that we are, at least time-wise. We're obviously further along and you know, have millions and millions of hours played versus some of those have not quite gone live yet. But still, we have some players that I'm sure, you know, they need a little break from Shroud, and they have players who need a break from, you know, paying attention to development and actually want to play something. But again, this is also part of the cross-streaming is another thing I hope that's going to happen. Cross-promotion, cross-prize stuff. So you buy item A in our game, and you get item B in their game free, and vice versa, which the good thing is if you do that, then now they have a reason to go install that other game and actually try it. And this is one of those things I strongly believe it's going to be very helpful for us picking up players, because I do feel we compare very well to those. It's to many of the other games out there. just in terms of what we offer. And for some of them, they'll come to the game and maybe they'll try it for a little while and then go back to the game that they're waiting for, and take back some information of, hey, Shroud did this thing and that thing and the other thing, and it was really cool. So we will see. But anyways, that's another big place we're going to be picking up a lot of users, it's my belief. I'm going to go click the button again for the prizing. We are like prizing.
Oh yeah,
like mad.
We're crazy with the prizes. Yeah, so tons and tons of cool stuff coming up. So we're very excited. So players were asking us to share the things we were talking about at the Shroud convention, and these are some of the things we were talking about. I mean, again, it was 2 days of panels, so it's hard to cover everything in a live stream while we're doing the fishing contest. But this is kind of the highlights. And we also talked about episode 2, like we mentioned. We're working on the overworld. So the first thing we're going to do is lay out the map, the overworld, figure out where all the towns are, where all the major adventure scenes are, and then let people start picking where they want their player-owned towns, where they want those to go. And we hope to have that laid out where people can start seeing it and picking where their towns are. Like we mentioned in Q4, we're going to be revamping the quest and journal system using that Inky open source scripting language. Again, that's the one that we're that exposed to players so they can start also customizing their own NPCs and having their own, interactive NPCs. We're going to have the theater system, treasure hunting with treasure maps, item affinity and reputation, taming expansions, that leveling of pets and pet skills, including your own skill bar for your pets that you can trigger instead of the pet doing it on their own, and then extended permission system for doors and containers, so you can set conditionals like instead of a public cache chest just being you put a bunch of stuff in and then people just take everything out of it, you can do things like set you can only take a player can only take one item out, or a player has to put one thing in and then they can take one item out, or you can lock a door or a chest and make a key for it, or make it so that the door only opens if you say something in front of it. So cool stuff like that. So and more prizes. All right, the ornate scythe goes to Wharfgar LLTS. The ornate spider legs goes to B Striker. Wow, B Striker is striking it rich. 2 prizes. The giant Grim Reaper statue with magic portal dungeon entrance goes to Athena Negra. The dead tree with spider web 6-pack goes to Jelly Beans, and the haunted Gothic Village Inn goes to Gwynlian. Congratulations, all of the winners, and we'll have one more prize drawing at the end.
Oh, and I just saw a thing come across. I think we're getting close. Let's see if I can snip it. Oh, wait, now I have to expand your head. Well, your screen. That's what just came across the thing. Apparently, Wizard Smoke got the last thing done, which is moving the data over. So,
what is QA?
While I was on stream.
So QA can go live now.
It's getting close. He's doing the test, the dev test only part. So
yeah, and
I'll just leave that right there.
All right, good. So QA, yeah, the big thing that we want people to test is the decoration palette feature. That's cool. That would be great. So that would be fantastic to test that. So all right, we have 12 minutes left in the freshwater fishing contest here in Celestis, and it has been hard fought. Alley-oop with the large king salmon currently in the lead, 2.64. Currently holding in second place is Girl's Name with a 2.34 king salmon. Currently holding in third place is Hodor with a 2.23 king salmon, and Tialessa currently holding as a runner-up with a 2.12 king salmon, and Botox currently holding at a runner-up with a 2.02 king salmon. So 2.02 is the length to enter But 2.64 is the length to beat for first place. And reminder, first prize today is a player-owned town village water lot deed and a gold fish trophy.
And you know what? I'm going to do something crazy here.
What? Crazy?
I'm going to add the reward items to my inventory right now. And we're going to hand these away at the end of the stream instead of doing that thing where we you make a jeer for me and it sits on me for 3 weeks and then I have people nagging me about it and I finally hand it off to Travis, who actually does work and gets it done. I think today we just hand it out right here at the end of the stream. So if you're on the stream, come...
Real time. Crazy.
And we're giving away... Are we giving away 3 gold, silver, bronze for the trophies?
There's 1 gold for first, 1 silver for second, 1 bronze for third, and then a desktop to each runner-up.
Okay. Which desktop do we give away?
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do we give away gold desktop? Silver? I'm gonna go with silver.
Well, there's the runners up are 2 different sizes, so you could give a different color to the bigger one and a different color to the smaller one.
Tabletop, they're called.
You could also give the yeah. All right, so I hope players are excited about all this stuff coming up, because we are very excited, and it shows our commitment to continue to make Shroud much better. And Chris has made a great post that explains a lot of this. He's going to be posting it either later tonight or first thing tomorrow. So for your friends who don't like to watch live streams to get information, which we totally understand, we are going to try to do a better job about writing this kind of information down. So.
And I did a stream Wednesday that I said I was going to post the notes from, but the notes pretty much just got rolled into this. So going forward, though, on my weekly streams, I'm going to try to either get someone to take notes for me on them. Maybe I can pay somebody, 1,000 crowns to take notes for me, or I will do them myself.
All right, 8 minutes left in the contest.
There's the moon rising. Uh-oh. What's the minimum size?
2.02.
Not anymore. We have Nicholas Dark. King Salmon.
Okay.
2.09.
Oh,
I didn't check the date. I'm sure it's good, though.
Oh, I'm sorry, Botox. You're out. And that's just a reminder that even though you are currently doing well in any fishing contest, it always pays to keep fishing and try and catch something bigger. All right, so Nicholas Dark now at 2.09. 2.09 is now the smallest fish to enter into the standings, because that is runner-up.
What was you said like a water lot village deed or something like that?
Yeah, player-owned town village water lot property deed. The list is on the spreadsheet.
Was that an email you sent me or something?
It's on the fishing spreadsheet. The fishing contest spreadsheet.
I know.
Here.
I'm just trying to find the exact name. Ah, there we go. I think I got it.
It is in the... There you go. It's in there.
Ah, player-owned town, water, village, lot deed. I got one.
There you go.
I was really just kidding. I got it.
What?
I was just kidding. I knew where it was.
Uh-huh. This is like the conversation we were having in the pre-show, where about the, you know, no one reads what I write. Ooh, Joaquin said he's running functional tests on QA. Exciting. All right, 5 minutes left in the contest. All right, current standings. Holding in first place with the largest freshwater fish in any contest to date that we've run. Alley-oop with a large king salmon at 2.64. Holding in second place, Girl's Name with a 2.34 king salmon. Holding in third place, Hodor with a 2.23 king salmon. And our two runners-up, Tialessa with a 2.12 king salmon, and Nicholas Dark with a 2.09 king salmon. And we have 4 minutes. All right, and just a reminder, we have our weekly update that went out today. We talk about Release 71 being on QA. We've done some polish to Tartarus and added some new content. I think there's a new wave battle in there. The new decoration palette feature is going live. We've got gold and silver scrap recipes. I know players have been wanting those forever. We've got some agriculture economy balance, so we finally got the prices of fruit and vegetables on NPC merchants better balanced against what players produce, because those prices were still based on prices before players could actually grow fruit and vegetables, i.e. before we even had an agriculture feature. So that should be better balanced now. There's now wyvern trophy heads that you can make trophies out of. There's going to be a wyvern haunch recipe. Winter holiday recurring items are back. Sword of Midras rewards will start going out. Release 71 reward items, which are fall themed, including a giant scarecrow statue and a scarecrow mask. And the November login reward, which is turkey statue. And all sorts of cool stuff in the Crown Shop this week, including snow-covered spruce trees, holiday string lights, which you haven't seen the holiday string lights. They are amazing. So if you've got a relative trapped in the Upside Down that you need to communicate with, they're really perfect. And glowing magic symbol mugs and melted candles. So all sorts of great stuff. What?
I got one here. I think somebody's playing the game I told them to play, which is they have, let me check their times here just to be safe. Yeah, this looks good, and yeah, they sat on it just like I told them to be sneaky. They have 2 here, but the big one is, this is Gundihar After Dark.
I don't know that name, but okay. Okay.
It is a king salmon. 2.2.
2.2. Uh-oh. Sorry, Nicholas Dark. You're out.
I think you need a better catchphrase, by the way. I don't think that's going to work. I think you deserve a better catchphrase, Star. Deserve.
No, it's simple. It's sweet. It's mean. It's good. All right. So.
I just ran the prizing thing. And also, that's another important thing for all the people who are here. I'm sure they're all listening to us. I've got the prizes now in my inventory, and I will hand them out immediately afterwards. I will do a bit of a award ceremony here.
See, they like it. They're saying they like it.
You're out?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be another good thing here? If only I had this. This is another thing that's going to be coming. This came from talks, people trying to solve some of the problems people were bringing up, because that was a lot of what we did at the...
Oh, wait. Oh, no, I got it. Someone made a great suggestion. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. Because B Striker suggests you've been released, but I should say I'm throwing you back.
Huh?
Right?
That is, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, because then it's like the fish reference, right?
Yeah. Can't tell my story now?
No.
So anyways, if we had it here, wouldn't it be cool, like, if I could see the stuff I just added to my inventory, like, picked up, or if people were giving me fish, I had a way that I could sort those guys. So we're going to be adding another column on here, which is going to be, I think we're probably going to call it something like item age, or just age, and it'll show how long ago it was added to your inventory. So you can imagine all this stuff I just went and added to my inventory. I could sort on that, so I could see the most recently added stuff would show up at the top, or I could sort that way. So this is good for like crafters, as you're crafting stuff, and you like sometimes junk gets your inventory and you forget about it and take an adventure and like, oh, if only I'd remembered. And then there's situations like this. You go fishing, you want to sort like your fish you recently caught, they'd sort right to the top. Same thing adventuring, you go adventuring, you get done with the adventure, sort by how old it is, and you can see all the crap you picked up in the adventure. Even down to the last fight of like, I just picked up a bunch of crap in the last fight, let me see what it is. You can sort by that and it'll show you like, here's the stuff you picked up, 12 seconds ago, 38 seconds ago, and a minute ago. So anyways, that's another quality of life thing that will be coming for you guys.
All right, well, it is 5 o'clock.
Bam!
It is time to stop the contest. Put your fishing rods down. All right. I'm going to give people a couple of minutes to turn in their fish. And
turn them in. Oh, here comes girl's name.
We have some good news. QA is being turned on as we speak. So a great way to end our live stream is that QA is going live.
And so girl's name's had like been teleporting around, like kind of blipping all around. I was like, what is going on with that weird bug? It's because there's a clone. The summon clone, the chaos spell summon clone. And I think it was his clone that was blipping around. Anybody?
Anyone?
Anybody?
Anyone?
Some people are on the outskirts. We'll give them a minute here.
Read out their last prizes. Hold on. I got to read out the last prizes.
Okay.
All right, here we go. And when I'm done with the prizes, that'll be it. All right. The Ornate Scythe goes to Zeke Lautrec. The Ornate Spider Legs goes to Sean Silverfoot.
Oh.
The Giant Grim Reaper statue with Magic Portal Dungeon Entrance goes to Hemswall Genus.
Ooh.
The Dead Tree with Spiderweb 6-pack goes to Alder Bosart. And the Haunted Gothic Village Inn, the big one, goes to Hellier de Roque. Congratulations, winners.
All right. I got one here sneaking in at the very end.
You're checking the time?
Sagewise that I talked to at... good call. Let me check the time. Why is that not... Whoops, not that one.
Make sure they didn't catch it after 5.
Where's my key not working? There we go. Oh! Sagewise. Shame. It looks like it was caught a minute after. Look at that. Oh, Sagewise. Oh! I was just about to say I talked to Sagewise at SodaCon, and I owe them a box. That was one of the notes that came up.
Oh,
canceled.
Well.
All right, hold on. Somebody else is trying to trade with him here. I'll give him a chance. A brook trout, 1. No, that's no good.
Okay.
I don't want your brook trout.
All right, here we go. We're calling it. We're calling it. By the way, thank you, players, for suggesting that. And Chris, I'm glad you poo-pooed my catchphrase, even though I liked it.
You deserve better, Star. I mean, it was okay, but you deserve better.
So I'm throwing you back. We're going to try that one out because it feels good. It feels good. I'm throwing you back. It feels good. It feels because it's more fishy. It's more like fishing, right? It's themed. You're out is like baseball. And this isn't baseball. It's fishing. So I'm throwing you back. All right. That's what we're going with for now. All right. But anyway, congratulations, everyone who won. And good job, everyone, in our participating in our freshwater fishing contest here in Celestis. We are going to call our winners, and in a new precedent, we are going to hand out prizes right now here to our winners. So we're going to start with our runners up. So Gundihar, After Dark, and Celestis, if you can get close to Atos so you can receive your prizes, you will both receive an ornate fish throne and a tabletop fish trophy. Celestis, you caught a king salmon at 2.12, and Gundahar After Dark, you caught a king salmon at 2.2. That qualifies you both as runners up. And again, you win an ornate fish throne and desktop fish trophy.
Throne. Desk. I think it's called tabletop. Nope. Trophy. There we go.
All right.
There's one.
All right.
Now I need Tialessa. Where is Tialessa? Tialessa, come hither. I may have to teleport to Tialessa.
Or Tialessa, you can open up a trade with...
Yeah, I don't see Tialessa immediately around me.
Maybe Tialessa's not online.
Oh, nope, they're here.
Okay.
I think they're AFK right now. They don't even know.
All right, well, we'll go to Hodor.
Well, I'm going to try to offer them stuff here. Let's see. It's, the throne was the other thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Bam.
All right.
Let's see. AFK-ness.
Wah, wah. All right.
Oh, no, they clicked it. God. Yeah, got it.
All right. Okay. Now, Hodor, in third place, wins a small longboat water decoration and a bronze fish trophy. Hodor caught a king salmon at 2.23 to qualify for third.
Bronze trophy. Bam.
Congratulations, Hodor.
Congratulations, sir. All right, who's next?
All right, girl's name wins a Shogun Lighthouse Village water home. This is probably one of my, if not one of, possibly my favorite water home, and a silverfish trophy. Girl's name caught a 2.34 king salmon to qualify for second place.
Oh, I just started trading them. Second place trophy, and then the Shogun. Shonuff. Shogun Lighthouse. There it is. Get a little. I'm gonna throw him an ornate crossbow too, just because I like him. There you go. Oh, they're giving me worms. Thank you, girl's name.
Okay. All right, and last but first, Alley Oop won first place with a 2.64 large king salmon, and Alley Oop, for placing in first, wins a player-owned town village water lot property deed and a gold fish trophy. Congratulations, Alley Oop, for catching the largest freshwater fish during one of our contests.
Village. I'm looking. Maybe it's under player-owned town, village. Oh, I'll find it.
Oh, Apple Russ has an amazing question. Why do we not have fish juggling? Oh my God, that is a fantastic question.
I'll try that way.
You know, and because when the great fish people versus horse people wars are waged, you know, the victory dance of the fish people should be fish juggling.
Village, there we go. Bam. Whew. Yeah, now we don't have to do prizes afterwards.
Oh, fantastic. I don't have, it's one less JIRA I have to create.
Yeah. One less thing Star gets to nag me about.
And a fish slap. We need a fish slap too. We need to
pull out a fish and hit him?
That's
good. All right, there's some JIRAs to make. Well, look, I got 4 new friends.
All right. Well, that is our live stream for this week. Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed the news about what we're going to be working on. And we're very excited. We hope you're excited too. And we hope everyone enjoyed the fishing contest. Congratulations, winners. And we will see you next week. Well, actually, Atos will probably see you sooner.
I'll see you like probably Monday, Wednesday next week. And also, I will be making that big long post very shortly, but definitely before 6. So you can watch for it there. I have a couple of people who want to talk to me about some stuff after this. But again, thank you guys, and we've now failed to do the thing we're supposed to do, which is have a stream lined up and ready to go. So
we
find
gotta
one of those
somebody.
things.
Yeah.
Do. And again, thanks to everybody who showed up. It seems only fair that we raid Famines or somebody there. We do have a bunch of people out there, but Famines is a fisherman. We just did a fishing thing.
Oh yeah, and Famines I think is the one hosting the Halloween fishing contest, the player event.
Oh, and Strider Green is also doing a fishing contest. Okay, maybe the correct thing to do is just do a roll. I'll do a roll 4. 2 is Z of Silverdale. You, sir. You are the lucky winner. By the way, I said on a previous stream that he sold some things I gave him. He corrected me and said he did not. I made those spawners. I gave them to him to test. But he says he did not sell them. Let's see. But let's go raid Z of Silverdale. All right, we are coming your way, Z. Do something interesting, because we're sending 130 players, raiders your way. So again, guys, thank you so much. I'll get that big post live for you guys so you can read over some of the stuff we just talked about in detail. I'm working on tons of other stuff besides even what's in there that I'll try and get some information out to you soon as well. But again, super exciting stuff happening just before the end of the year. Getting me excited too. And let's go raid so I can talk to these players offline. Here we go. Raid. Thanks. Raided and ending stream as soon as it'll